Hi, this is Connie, and welcome to RedHorse. When you're sending emails all day long, you don't really want to have to type your name at the bottom every time you hit send. Today, I'm going to show you several ways to set up an automatic signature for your outbound emails. When I don't have a signature set up and I create a new email, there's nothing in the body. I get a blank email to begin composing. To set up signatures, I'm going to start in the Email Center, open the Email Settings dialog, go to the Settings tab and the Sending tab. This is where we can choose the first two methods. At the top, we have a checkbox that says Use Email Signature File. This is a text file that has the signature information in it. You can include text and HTML code, but actually this is sort of an old-fashioned way of doing it, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. If you want to use this method, create your file, browse to it, and check the box. RedHorse will put the contents of the file into every email you send. In my opinion, the better way is to use email templates. On this same tab, we can see a set of 3 different email templates to use. First is for new emails, the next is for reply emails, and the third is for forward emails. These let you select a different template depending on the type of email you're sending. Just select the right template for each job. Or if you want them to be the same, pick the same template for all 3. Let's select a template for new emails. And now let's select a template for reply. If I don't want to use a template for forward emails, I can just leave it blank. When I drop the list, you can see that we're looking at templates for a particular user. Here we're looking at Jack. Here we're looking at public. If I'd like to change and look at a different user in reply templates, I click on the row here that says templates for public, and it lets me select from any of the other users in RedHorse that might have templates. Let's set this back now to our public template for reply. Also, when I have this dropped, you can see that if I have previously selected a template and I want to stop using it, I can select none. Let's save our settings and close. Now, when I send a new email, my template appears in the body. When I reply to an email, you can see that there's a different template being used. Notice that when I did this, my cursor was placed at the top of the email. I have to use my mouse to put it in the right place. I'd like it much better if it was automatically placed right where I need to begin typing. I'm going to show you how to do this. Let's go to our templates in the Email Center and edit our reply template. I'm going to place my cursor where I want it to be when I'm going to begin typing in a reply email. And then from the menu, under Table, I'm going to select CRM. And under Fields, I'm going to select Cursor. Then I'm going to use the Insert button. Notice it's put in a code here that says Cursor with square brackets around it. That's going to tell RedHorse to place my cursor here when I use this template. Let's save and close our template. And now let's go back to our inbox and reply again. My cursor is now right where I'd like it to be, so I can just start typing. This is very handy for reply emails, but it can't be used for new emails or forward emails. Why? Let's take a look. When I create a new email, my cursor is automatically placed in the To box so that I can select who I'm going to be sending this email to. Then I would go to the subject where I type in the subject for the email, and then I would click into the body and begin typing my email. If I happen to have used a template with the cursor code in the template and used it as my new email template, that's okay. RedHorse will take it out, but it won't put my cursor there. It will put my cursor in the To field. When I forward an email, it's similar. RedHorse wants me to set who I'm sending the email to first. We have one more place that we can set a template. You can set the template on the email account itself. Let's go back into Settings and open one of our accounts. On the Sending tab, we have a setting to override the default template for this account. We don't have to have a default template where we looked before in Settings, but if we do, this template will override the other setting anytime we use this account. This can be very handy when you have several different email addresses and want to set a different signature for each one. Let's watch how that works. I'm going to select the template that I want to use for this particular account. It's under Public. I'm going to save and close, and then save our settings. I'm going to start a new email, and when I do, my default template has been used because my default email address has also been used. When I change the from address, though, to my address where I've set my template, RedHorse has taken out my default template and put in the override template for this account. It's important to remember to do this before you begin working on your email. Once you start typing, you can change the from address, but it won't change the template. You have to change the from address first. Those are all of our methods for using a template or a signature file to create a signature for your outbound emails. Thank you for watching.